Yeah, again here at Inner Peace. Karibuni sana tena kwa leo. Leo kuna baridi sana, acha tujikinge baridi kidogo, but story lazima iendelee. How could we forget? Yeah, how could we forget? What can you forget from your childhood? Able to figure pale comment section when you know this how from your childhood, like maybe from your early ages of life. Nini with this how? What happened? What did you do? What was done to you that you can't forget? Now tumekuwa tukifanya hizi stories za like high school, tukafanya primo, tukafanya campus kidogo, but tumepita to just as the introductory parts of e series. Na sasa kwa episode 4 we want to start going into the details. Now acha sasa tutoke shule kidogo tuingie pale nje, because it's not all about school. Kuna mambo ya shule, kuna mambo na friendship pale nje ya shule, in the village, na pia kuna mambo ya church, kuna mambo ya nini, and how you grow. It's just a lot that makes up someone in totality. Na leo sasa tunaingia pale kwenye village, marafiki zako na wenye kulikuwa kuna happen, how you used to move through life in the village, life as a child, life as a young boy, how was it, or maybe as a young lady, ilikuwaje, how was yours, was it interesting, ama ilikuwa mbaya, ama ulikuwa umekazewa. Unajua wale watu wa matajiri, wale makul kid, ya mazengeti imefungwa, kuna kota kutoka, unatoka tu maybe mkitoka na gari ya fadhi, mnapelekwa hapo ma outing, KFC mnakula, mnapelekwa super career 4 and such things, mnakula na mnarudi kwa nyumba. I don't know if that was interesting, but hey, huku nje kulikuwa kunoma. Hadi mnacheza, mimi nimekuwa di baba na sijaza, baba wa class 4. Ni baba kuna wa class 4 na kuna mama pia mko hapo, na mkuna nyumba mmepanga kila kitu, like ilikuwa inaitwa kalongo sijui kalongo kitu kama hiyo. And you make a house and arrange it and make it to the perfection yenye inakaa nyumba. Hadi mpike hapo na ina mkule hiyo chakula. It was amazing kukua pale mtoto. I remember pale kuna marafiki right down from the village. One of them alikuwa anaitwa Peter, nakumbuka Peter. Kuna Alex pia alikuwa pale. My brothers were there. Nakumbuka Jimmy, nakumbuka Collins, nakumbuka Bravin, nakumbuka watu wengi sana. Some of them were younger than me. I remember tulikuwa na inter-village football games. Nakumbuka hapo kwa inter-village football competitions. Nakumbuka kuna jamaa alikuwa anaitwa Brian Juguna. This man was an athlete, angekimbia na angepiga ball pia, na pia alikuwa na perform shule. Aliandika pale Taita Taveta University, I think something to do with computer. He's a great man. He's very charismatic. Yeah, those are some of the people we grew up with. Pale kwenye village mnapiga game, mnafanya nini, mnakutana pale chat na kufanya nini. But first from the village, how was it? Hey, number one experience that I can't miss to share with you, as I told in episode, I think it was 2 if not 3, was about the DJ Afro thing. Alright, posy. That was posy tena maridadi kabisa. Like it was just nice, Nakumbuka na Peter na brother Sauce mkiona hiki kitu msikuje kunicrucify. Nakumbuka tukienda hapo mimi na Peter, tukawa na brother yangu anaitwa Sauce. Tulikuwa ma top fan wa DJ Afro. We could do anything kupata pesa kwenda kwa DJ Afro. Ilikuwa 5 bob. I know by then, hey, na msinitusi sana kwa comment section. By then actually mayai ilikuwa 7 bob. Na kulikuwa na duka nyingine hapo kwa center wangechukua mayai. So unapata kwamba tungetafuta mayai by all means, hata kama unaiba kamoja kwa nyumba, mtu pia anaiba yake moja, mwingine pia anaiba yake kamoja. Lazima tu watch movie bana. Afro. Inaweza iwezi. Tunaenda pale tunauza hiyo mayai. Then we go hapo tunajiseti kwa DJ Afro, we watch. I remember in the December 24th of that was which year? That was 2014, December 2014, 24th. We watched from 24th in the morning mpaka 25th in the morning. Hadi mtu wa movie alikuwa ametuachia key. Like this is a true story. Ametuachia key. We are watching. And for that night it was free. I think that was unhealthy. Tungewatch DJ Afro. By then we could even master the words and everything. It was nice. But now the bad thing is whatever you used to do just to ensure that you are watching these DJ Afro things. You find money by all means. So hadi unachukua ya madhe pale, unauza mayai, unafanya nini. We even went to the forest kukata kuni ndio twende tuuze to watch DJ Afro. That's how hardworking you are just to satisfy your passion. It was bad. We were hungry for watching movies. Na tungekuwa hapo tuna watch one. It was nice. Ungepata 20 bob it's enough for the whole day, because one movie goes for around 2 hours. Na ukienda kwa movie asubuhi, so if you have 20 shillings, that is ufika hapo kwa movie around after lunch saa 8 hivi, hiyo bado imetosha mpaka kesho. Yeah, inatosha mpaka kesho. Na siku hizi kuna 20 bob manze cinema pale ukienda hata hapa Nairobi. Kuna dia 1500 tu kama moja tu ile 3D. 3D na kwanga expensive. Na ukiingia hapo it blows out your mind. It's nice man. Kama hujajaribu try it out 3D and watch hizo vitu. It's just amazing. Kwa hapo kwa theater una watch hiyo kitu hapo mbele, it's so cool with your popcorns. It's nice. It's fine. Yeah, so DJ Afro was there. Mimi Peter na Sauce tulikuwa hapo tungeenda kuwatch. It was nice finding money and going out to watch the movies. What was your passion ukiwa mdogo wewe? Kuna wale penye pia walikuwa kuwatch ball. Mimi na ball hatuendani, labda athletics. Alikuwa tu movie DJ Afro. Na sasa pia nimegraduate sasa watch DJ Afro but na watch series currently. I'm following up a series inaitwa The Good Doctor. I love it. Najua the old see ya juicy but I'm just doing it now. And I'm planning also to watch another one. Inaitwa The Prodigal Son, ilishia mahali. I love them. Nimewatch kuna ingine inaitwa The Blacklist, Reddington pale. Yeah. Ilikuwa poa the Cabal Dembe ako pale kumsaidia. In fact things The Good Doctor is also amazing, how the genius, all those things. It's nice, but when I'm stressed, I love horror movies. I don't know if you can also try that, but I do find like nikiwa na stress, horror movies, they scare me more than my stress. And so I get to forget my stress. So nikiwa na stress, I love watching horror movies like All of Us Are Dead. No Sleeping in the World Jungle. Hey, yeah, The Curse of La Llorona. They are nice. By the way, if you want to try a horror movie, go and try. Go switch off your light and then try watching The Curse of La Llorona. You'll just run out. You'll run out. The Curse of La Llorona is not a joke. That is a serious one. So that is me, but I love watching movies. That was one thing that I love doing. Another thing was football. I was and I'm still a great footballer, though I didn't follow that football passion. I tend to love more of reading than the indoor things. I love being indoors than being outdoors. So just on the laptop typing or reading or writing, I love it online. Like I just love something that I can do from the point that I'm seated. Kama nikwenda outing, I go eat in some supermarket, just sit down doing some things. Pendi hizi vitu za outdoors sana, sifanya nini. But that was then. It was nice. It has been nice. Football was there. I was a star. And I remember tulikuwa star mimi na huyu jamaa. I was a striker, ule striker wa nguvu sana. I was still a goalkeeper as well. Kunifunga ilikuwa rahisi. Ningeshika. I think that's why I played volleyball, because you can see my fingers. These fingers, they are very good at playing volleyball. I don't know if I was that good enough, but I love volleyball. I don't know if volleyball loved me back. But I loved volleyball. Yeah, my girlfriend too loved volleyball. Alikuwa anapenda volleyball. She was a school captain. Alikuwa anapiga. Nakumbuka episode 2 nikiwaambia venye alikuwa kama hujaiona, and now in episode 2 you'll meet that lady. She was a school captain, a volleyballer. Yeah, so I love football as well. Now, one of the things that used to amaze me in football ilikuwa the issue that unacheza football, but the parents were also, I don't know if the parents, they just loved spoiling our days actually, because ungekuwa tu hapo umekaa una watch football, then ile time walikuwa naita watu kwa nguvu, unasikia tu wameshauri jina lako, sasa you needed somewhere, and then unaitwa bana, hebu kuja utume mahali. I remember there's a day tulikuwa tunacheza football, alafu unaitwa hapo, unaambiwa unafaa kwenda Kisiagi. It was amazing. Kwenda Kisiagi. Alafu Kisiagi iko mbali na home penye watu wanacheza. So nafika pale kwa Kisiagi, labda ni siku ya soko, unapata Kisiagi kumejaa. Line ni refu from hapa mpaka huko. Na wewe ndio huko nyuma. So you are here, lazima ungoje hiyo unga isiagwe ndio utoke. And you are also certain of the fact that by the time utakuwa unamaliza kusiaga hiyo unga, game itakuwa imeisha. Na pia uwezi acha uende game juu inaweza potea. That was so tormenting bana. Easy. Hiyo ndio time yenye ungecheza, hata ungerudi home kunywa maji ama kufanya anything, because you just scared that ukirudi huko utapewa job. Na actually ungepewa job. So you had to stay in the game, or maybe you just find on how you can avoid going back home. And parents were just hakukuwa na urafiki kati ya parents. Sasa nasikia hapa sijui bana, mtu anaitwa sijui daddy, sijui mami, sijui mom. I never saw those things. My mom was you couldn't joke before that lady, that woman. Siku hizi ni rafiki. Nowadays she's a great friend of mine. We are very good friends. We can say anything. We can talk about anything that we can talk about. But ile time urafiki kati yako na mama yako, there is nowhere you could meet. Like, what stories are you saying? What stories? Hey, you have to study and eat, and if you have an issue, you bring it on the table, we discuss it. And that's how I was brought up actually. And I think that's why I've grown to be a judge. I'm this person mwenye, maybe if someone is feeling, maybe mtu ni mgonjwa, unajua kuna judge na we have judges and then we have feelers. So feelers ni watu ukiwaletea issue, maybe if you are sick, they'll sympathize with you and empathize na wakwambia kipole, and that empathy that they give or the sympathy that they give is enough to console you. Judges ni mtu ukimletea case kwa ukimletea maybe an issue on the table, what rushes to his mind, is how to solve it. Yeah, that is how you're brought up, not on emotions. You are taught how to survive. As you are being taught how to remote, sisi wengine ilikuwa ni kusurvive. So siku hizi mimi, if anything comes on the table, what comes or rushes in my mind first is how to solve it. Yeah, sympathy maybe inaweza kuwa, but in most cases I forget about it. I think maybe some of my friends know about that. Sympathy is maybe, but I'm trying to bring up that together. But I'm a judge. If you're also a judge out there, just find someone who will understand you, because mostly judges are judged to be maybe like that, say that they're not that romantic, because ladies love the emotional part and everything. But for a mature lady, I think they love judges who want things done. I just guess, so I'm not sure about that. It wasn't a relationship talk. But if you're a judge or if you're a feeler, a shout out man, whatever you are a great person. Take it through. Find someone who understands you. Life is good. To me, I'm a judge because of how I brought up. Yeah, so my mom was that, and my dad was a silent but very funny. He's a comedian in himself, actually. Yeah, mom kika, we sit in the house, especially in December when we go back home, all of us. Mnakaa kwa nyumba hadi saa 6 usiku. Saa 7 saa 6, no one wants to go and sleep because that man is cracking jokes all the way. Kesho asubuhi ukimwona uwezi jua ni mtu alikuwa na crack jokes. Saa 7 my mom chases us away to go and sleep because no one wants to go and sleep. Yeah, and he was not a great man. So that's how he brought up, and a lot of work. Shamba, tungeenda shamba kabisa in the morning mpaka evening. Yeah, saa 1 asubuhi mpaka saa 1 usiku huko shambani. Not every Sunday, but especially on the planting days. Planting days was just hell in that home. That is how we brought up. Like all this work, they make you hard, and you're like, why do you have to work this hard so that things just be okay? But kuna venye na prepare for life, fact that right now when we get to doing some things, you're used to how to maybe push through and survive. Like you can do your things, you can persevere. If I could stay in the farm from 7 to 7 in the evening, why can't I do something the whole day just continuing with the same thing? I can do that. Yeah, I can just decide and say that for today I want to study, and that is what I'm going to do, because you are trained on how to avoid overindulgence and also how to stay put to something until it's done. Kuna venye pia litufunza kidogo, ama ilinifunza kidogo, sijui venye likufunza. But such experiences whereby unapata kwamba you are being brought down to do something that you don't even understand how it's making you to be a man. Yeah, having those jobs, they makes you hard, they make you persevere, and yeah, kuna venye zinakusaidia kwa maisha and everything. You grow up to be someone who can persevere and can enjoy these things. You know the meaning of life. You can work hard and work smart in the same in the same standard, or be the same level. It was just amazing, and you just grow from being a boy to being a man. Having those friends and all those passions, having to balance DJ Afro and studies, knowing how to balance everything in life, games and what you do. And if you can still right now have a problem of balancing these things, then something was wrong somewhere. If you can like how unaweza fanya kitu yenye ikusaidii and yet something yenye inakusaidia umeacha hapo iko pending, I think you have to work on how you make your decisions, because kuna venye people are trained, or kuna venye life ilikuwa inaiko na wale wazazi on how to make you choose the right thing, or maybe choose the good thing over what feels good. Those are two different things. Choosing what is good for you over what feels good, because maybe what feels good is not the good thing for you, and maybe the good thing unto you is not what feels good, and you have to choose what you have to do. It was just amazing, and you get to make your own decisions depending on how you're brought up, and that is why decisions differ from one person to the other. Juu kuna mtu alikuwa brought up na mzazi anakaa hivi, kuna watu walikuwa brought up na mashosho, they are so lenient because the shoshos are always so lenient, wanakurudianga hadi kama umefanya makosa. But if you grew up with the real parent, they were terrorists, unachapwa kwanza, walikuwa nainua mguu yako moja juu, so you can't try that because one of your leg is up. It's either you go with your hand, you can't, unachapwa hapa chini baradi, unasikia ni kama akili inapasuka. And so you have to grow up kama unaogopa kufanya vitu zingine. You grow up being sensitive and straight. Yeah, me say to naona tu mtu mkubwa anaita mtoto na then mtoto ana delay hapa, I just feel like, what's happening? Yeah, mtu anaitwa bwana, mtu ameitwa na mtu mkubwa hapo. It take time before they go. Kitambo jina lako ingetajwa 2 seconds you are there. If not, you just don't even know how you'll explain it. And it makes you to be accountable. Na ilikuwa tu poa. Walimu wakikama hapo mazee, walimu pale shule, you are there to be seen and to study. You don't say anything. Nowadays nasikia kuna students wako na right, sijui kichapo unapeleka mwalimu kwa court. You don't even know about the court. When? You don't even have time of thinking about taking the teacher to the court. At what time are you taking the teacher to the court? That is how it used to be. Siku hizi vitu ziko poa, sijui maradi kuna students right, wamepata students wengine sijui wanafanya nini shuko shule, sijui mtu ako na bang, someone is bang in school. In high school especially, kuna place yenye some akifika 18, you are allowed to make your own decisions and the consequences are maybe on your side. Hapo sasa kuna mtu anakuingilia. But then in high school they have to be straightened. Then hapana mwanafunzi anafanya vitu kama hizi, the teacher tries to punish them or maybe to straighten them, and then the parent comes in and wanasaidia mwanafunzi kushtaki mwalimu kwenye court. I've seen one case in one school that I was in some time back. And you're like, which kind of world is this? The parent is supporting the child in doing the wrong thing. That is where we are living in today. And so, if you had such a parent, it's now time that you have to grow up to do your own things. I tell people this. There is a parental quota whereby your parents determine who you become. And then after getting out of that quota, now you are grown up. You have to define your own self. That is when you come to be the real person, making your own decisions. Kuna time yenye, ukigrow, ukifanya kitu mbaya wanaulizanga na huyu mtoto wa nani. But as for now, if you do something wrong, they'll ask like, hey, huyu mtu kwani anafikiria aje? Because they don't see your parent in the picture. It's not about you. So you have to grow up and be accountable. You are out of the parental quota, learn how to make your decisions and take the consequences. And that means that you have to strive to always make the right decisions. If not, take the consequences. That is how you have to live. Don't blame your childhood, don't blame your parents right now. You have to make the decision. I'm quite aware of the power of the subconscious, it's also there. But you have to strive to make our own decisions. I know that our childhood influence who we become today. But how could we forget? How could we forget where we came from? How could we forget? Tunasahau aje mazi kuchapwa na my friends na kwenda game na kubalance these issues zote. How could we forget? It was just amazing being there. We can't forget. Otherwise, guys, the next episode is going to be again amazing. How could we forget? We are here trying to bring these stories out and just to remember, how could we forget? How could we forget? Nini nilikuwa nafanya pale nyuma? How are your parents? Yeah, hapo kwa comment section, how are your parents? Your best year mkiwa mdogo, like how hard was it to push through and such things. So manage aje? How are these things? How could we forget? That was episode 4, guys. Till next time, much love from Inner Peace. Na kuenzi sana. Keep on subscribing and sharing and liking as well and commenting. Bring up your comments in consideration with the topic of the day. And shout out to all the guys who are following, man. Barikiwe sana. I'm so grateful. Na great stories are still coming. Next episode right away will be on point. Inakuja on time. Haitachelewa. Bye for now. Till next time.